What's going on YouTube? So today, this video, we do have an air purifier that we are going to be doing an in-depth video of. We're doing our scientific measurements. We're also doing a calculation of annual costs for owning this exact air purifier. We're going to be breaking it down from the electricity cost to the maintenance cost when it comes to replacing the air purifier filters themselves. We're also going to be telling you how to actually take care of this full in-depth video. And we're also going to be showing you some quick add-ons in this video as well that they went ahead and sent out. Let's jump into the video. Really quick, we're going to go through the on-paper specs, see which one is comparable between the levoit Core 300S, which is one of the best-selling ones on the market, and we're going to compare it to that. Now, this retails for about $70 to $80, depending on the time you get it, but right now there is a coupon specifically for $60 off, so you should be able to get it for about $70, which is just a steal in my opinion. So we're going to go through the on-paper specs. The coverage on this is about 1,395 square foot, which is pretty good considering that the Core 300S is only 1,095 square feet. And then in 15 minutes is roughly around 348 square foot per that 15-minute mark, which when you put it into comparison to levoit on paper, it says levoit is 195 square foot at 12 minutes. So it's basically supposedly double the power as opposed to levoit. Is that true or is that not? I have no idea. We're going to be testing that out in this video. Now, this technically does have a 4-stage filtration, and I'm going to go into that. It does have a UV sterilization, activated carbon filter, a HEPA 13, a washable outer filter, and a removable air intake. The removable air intake isn't technically a filter, but it is catching, like, you know, bigger particles like hair and stuff like that. Whereas, you know, a standard levoit air purifier is technically about 3-stage filtration, which is just activated carbon, HEPA 13, and a pre-filter. So this washable filter is easy to remove. Obviously, you can run it underwater and it will last pretty much the entire life expectancy of your air purifier. Now, this filter right here is the H13 HEPA filter, which it does have 3 layers in itself. You have the pre-filter, the HEPA in the middle, and then activated carbon on the back. So that's what that is. And this is a thick activated carbon. It's really nice. So that's what that is. The activated carbon is going to get rid of all the odors and smell. We're going to place it into our voltage meter here. So right now on idle, it is drawing 0.2 watts of power. When you turn it on, this is what it's going to sound like on the first mode. It's not too bad. It's pretty quiet still relatively. This is actually one of the first models that I'm aware of that has a PM 1.0 detection and a PM of 10, which is good because most devices don't even, you know, configure those two as well. It's usually a standard of about 2 to 2.5. So it's nice that it has all 3 of them on this air purifier itself. At 120 volt, it's 35 watt rated. Is that true? Yes, it is. It's actually a little bit less than 35 watts. Now the watt rating goes as follows. So on sleep mode, you do have 3.7 watts. If you add UV, it's 5.2 watts. On the first mode, it's 8.3 watts. If you add UV, it's 9.6 watts. On the second mode, it's 16.9 watts. If you add UV, it's 18 watts. On the third mode, it is 29.7 watts. And if you add UV, it's 31 watts. So sometimes it'll fluctuate up. For the most part, it was stagnant at 31. This is the equation that follows when it comes to calculating cost. So it goes as follows. And I don't have the best handwriting, but it's okay. It's energy equals power times time. So that's the equation. And this is how it goes. So basically what that means is we're going to grab our wattage. So the max mode here for the air purifier is 31 watts, right? So that's the most that we can draw. So if we grab 31 watts here, we're going to divide it by 1,000 because that's how much watts is in one single kilowatt. 31 by 1,000, and that gives us 0.031. That is our kilowatt. That's a kilowatt. Now we have to turn it into a amount of time. So let's say we use this air purifier on the third mode for about, say, 8 hours straight. Okay, so 8 hours straight. Now we're going to multiply 0.031 by 8. And that's our kilowatt hours. So now it's 0.248 kilowatt hours. So now we have our metric right here. We just multiply this by however much PG&E basically charges you per kilowatt. In our case, we're going to go ahead and do 0.48. We're going to multiply this by 30 cents. So 0.3 basically. We're going to multiply this by 0.3, and that is our cost for every 8 hours, 0.074. So this is just an average. Not everyone's going to be doing 8 hours straight, but if you are, that's pretty much how it's going to go. Now you're going to multiply this number, 0.074, by 30 days. So just multiply by 30, $2.2 a month. And we're going to show you how powerful this is. So on the first mode, we are getting at about 6.9 miles per hour, and it looks like it's a mile per hour slower on the right side and a mile per hour faster on the left side, which is weird. So on the first mode, it's 7.1 miles per hour. On the second mode, it's 10 miles per hour. On the third mode, it's 13 miles per hour. On sleep mode, it's 5.2 miles per hour. So with that being said, there's like very slow differences when it comes to each speed. Now, a lot of people use the levoit brand when it comes to air purifiers. I get why, because it's one of the best in the market out there. So let's go ahead and test this out and see if it's actually better. My 1-year review in-depth comparison for this unit will be coming out this month because I have had it for a year and I haven't even reviewed it, but we will be testing this out. So, all right, so it seems like the maximum that we are getting with this unit is 9.6 miles per hour on the third mode, which is kind of crazy because I actually thought the levoit was going to be more powerful. Obviously, it's a slightly smaller unit. All right, so the audio on this actually clipped when I was recording it, but this is the candle test. We always do it whenever we're using an air purifier. Now, this only works in the auto mode, and I can show you here. The sensor is on the back of the unit, which it still works even no matter what, which is cool. There's about 4 colors, blue, green, yellow, and red, the standard colors when it comes to detecting how bad the air quality is. It's actually able to suck all of the bad polluted air basically very, very quickly and handle it no problem. There's also this add-on that they went ahead and sent out. This is not included, but it comes with 10 pads. You can add it on top as a ventilated clip, kind of like an air freshener, and you just add your essential oils that you want, leave it on there for the top. And I would say add it every pretty much day or whatever. That way you can get the best possible results when you're using this device. Okay, so when it came to the 30-minute test, this is what it is. Let's go ahead and go back to auto. I could smell the peppermint. It does smell fresh, it smells clean. Obviously, if you have better essential oils, then it will smell exactly how you want it to, but this clip add-on is really good. This was a quick comparison against the levoit, which is sadly sitting just under my desk right now because this actually has gotten beat. When it comes to purifying the air, it's very quick. I love that you don't have to have it you know, in the middle of your room. You could have it on the side or on the wall of your room. The only thing I don't like is that this is not removable. It's on the side and it looks ugly. I wish it was routed at least to the back. It only makes sense that it would be on the back, but they didn't do it on the back. That's my only negative for this product. Another negative is that these little labels here are easily scratchable, like a little lottery ticket. You can easily scratch it off and it'll permanently be gone. So if you have kids out there, this does not have a child safety lock, and it'll easily be pretty much erased if they scratch it off. So I recommend it in a home with no kids, but that's the second negative that I would say on this product. It is very good for what it does and what it's intended to do. All right, so overall, I really do love this air purifier. It has everything that you really want in an air purifier. It's only about $70 roughly when you first buy it, and then you have a $20 year subscription, I would say, when it comes to replacing the filters, and it even costs maybe like 20 bucks a year for electricity, little less than that. So it's about $40 a year annually that you're going to be using, but in the long run, it's going to benefit your health. It's going to benefit your breathing environment. It's going to be a game changer, because if you're breathing in bad air, you will have health issues. You will have just a bunch of stuff. If you're living in a room, if you're sleeping in a room, get something that's good, and it will actually filter out the air faster than you can think. If you guys want more videos just like this, I will be doing my levoit Core 300S 1-year review very soon. This is Eli, I guess. So thank you guys for watching. Check out the links in the description. If you want to support, if you want to buy some custom stuff, let me know. See you guys in the next one. Yeah.